Hi, Andy here. Welcome back to Moorland Model Railway. This is a nice one. In this episode, basically, I'm just going to look at the Class 68 that I've got in ScotRail, having a look at the sound file and the lighting file that's fitted into it, sort of comparing it with Peter Dixon's sound file and lighting file that he's got in his Transpennine Express. And it's something that I sort of said I'd do for Stuart over at St Mary Church. So here we are, sitting on the service track on the rolling road is ScotRail Daring 68006. This is something that I promised Stuart from St Mary Church Model Railway that I run through the sounds on this loco and some of the light functions, because he was asking me about the light functions. So that's what I thought I would do. And it's also something that I can compare with Peter Dixon's Transpennine Express video that he did last week, where he showed the sound and light functions on his chip. So we'll run through this one. This is an Olivia's chip, Olivia's sound chip, and the lighting chip by them as well. So we'll have a look at it. Before I look at the lights, what I thought I'd do is just run through some of the functions, some of the sound functions, just to show you what Olivia's actually offer on their sound chip. So I'm only doing this on my Dynamis controller. I'm not doing it through my Digitrax at the moment. So the last four functions won't actually work on this controller. It only goes up to 20. But what we'll miss is on function 21 is the cab heater fan. Function 22 is Mark III coach whale, and then there are two brake options, F23 and F24. One slows down the loco 50% quicker and one slows down the loco 65% quicker. We wouldn't notice that anyway on the rolling road. So we'll press F1 and start it up, and it's very much, well, it's exactly the same. It sounds exactly the same to me as the one that Peter Dixon had. There we go, that's the startup procedure done. So on F2 and F3 I've got the horns, which are on a latch, both on latching. So that's the low horn and that's the high horn. Function 4 is air release. Function 5 is buffer clash and then coupling. So that's the buffer clash, and then when you turn it off you get the coupling noise. F6 and F7, we'll leave those because they're light functions, but F8 we have the cab door opening, and then when you turn it off you get the cab door closing. And then you got F9, which is quite a good one really. It's got all the doors slamming, the dispatch whistle, and then the driver acknowledgement before you kick off. So it's one I quite like to have you. Well, it's one I like using. So then, when I switch that function off, you get the driver acknowledgement. So F10 is flange squeal. So we'll just press that and start it up. It should go off after 15 miles per hour. There we go. When it gets up to speed, they go off, and then when I drop the speed back down, function 11 is engine running compressor. So there we go, turn it on, and then when you close down the engine it gives you the popping noise, the drain valve popping noise. Function 12 is the drive hold, exactly the same as on Peter Dixon's, where you can crank it up and give it a good old thrash before you start off, and it stands still until you actually move it. So that function is on here as well. Function 12 is the drive hold, exactly the same as on Peter Dixon's, where you can crank it up and give it a good old thrash before you start off, and it stands still until you actually move it. So that function is on here as well. So this is function 12. So you'll notice that the wheels are not moving. We're giving it a bit of a thrash. And then as soon as I release it, it'll start off slowly and then gain the speed. There you go, the wheels are starting. And bring the speed down and then bring it to a stop and you get the brake squeal. Function 13 is rail clack, so I'll just turn that on, and the quicker you go, the more power you put on, the quicker the rail clack. So function 14 and 15 are lighting functions again. This one is function 16, which is another one that I use quite a lot when the loco goes out of sight, and that is the fading out of the sound. So I'll just knock that one. So there you go. The sound's still going, but you can hardly hear it now. And then when it comes back into the station or back into view, just press it up and it comes back on. Something that I really like. So I use that function a lot when it goes into the fiddle yard. I don't want the noise all the way around the layout. So another function we've got on here, function 20, is dynamic brake fan. Okay, so that's the sound file run through. I do have another loco. It's not on the layout yet because I've got to wait 3 weeks until it's my birthday. But I know that it's upstairs. I know that my wife's had it and it's tested. It's been on the rolling road. It does work and everything's fine with it. And that's got the same sound file, and that is the Transpennine Express loco. So that'll be one to look for on the next update, the March update. So I'll just power down the sound file, just to let you hear it come to an end. Then we'll have a look at the lights. Let's have a look at the lights then. On this controller, the function is just a light function on the dynamics. So I'll just press that and it'll show you the lights, the main lights coming on the front. There they are. And F17 is on the front, shows the halo lights. So there they are on. And there they are off. You just about make it out. It's a little bit light in here at the moment for doing this, but you can see them. Okay, so this bit is what Stuart was asking me about, the cab lights. Now I noticed on Peter Dixon's that when he took the cover off, the body cover, he switched the lights off inside the cab because Dapol have them switched on all the time. And this is one of the main differences between the Olivia's chip and the chip that Peter Dixon, who I can't remember what the chip is in his, but this is one of the differences anyway. This allows me to have the cab lights on or off. So function 14 is cab lights on. There it is. And the same as with the Hatton's locos, really. You can switch the cab light off when the loco actually starts moving. You can see I also got Fred the driver in there. I think his name's Fred anyway. So that's the light on and obviously the light off. I've also got the lighting function modification done on the locos as well. So I'm trying to do this all by hand now, which is quite difficult. So if I turn the main headlights off, or turn it in the opposite direction, you'll notice there's no lights on. So that's for when it's heavy running. When it's a light loco, I have the option of turning the rear lights on. So there they go, rear lights on. Now on this loco I can actually have the rear lights on front or back, so that is what the option is. So it's F6 for the rear, or F7, function 7 for the front end of the loco. So there they go, off. Just turn it back to forward again. So we've got the same options at this end of this is the rear end. So I can have the cab light on at the rear, there it goes. Or that can be switched off. And the same with the rear lights. So at the moment the front lights are on, and there the rear lights are on. You can just about make them out. And if I turn the engine around, switch it round, there you got the running lights at the front. And back again. So that's function 6, turn function 6 off, the lights go off. And so yes, I can have both cab lights on at the same time. So that's the rear, and there's the front. Just about make that front out through the small window, and then turn them off. So yeah, I can have the cab lights on or off, whichever I want. There are a few small differences between this one and the Transpennine. Obviously I haven't got them both on the rolling road at the moment, as I've already explained. But on this loco you get the cab numbers on the doors. So you got cab 2, and cab 1 on the front. And there's some detailing on the roof that is slightly different, trying to get it into focus. On the Transpennine Express you get a small round red transfer on the top of that grille, which isn't on this one. But exactly the same as the Transpennine, all the stickers, all the logos and everything are on here. Absolutely superb, really quite crisp. You can actually get up and read what they say. So there's loads of stickers everywhere. I'm not going to run through everything on the loco. Lots of people have already done that. But I just do like these Class 68s. They're really nice. So that is the sound and light file that I've got fitted in mine, Olivia's Trains of Sheffield. I've always found them to be really quite good. Okay, so we'll put it back on the main track, hook its carriages up, and let's see it go through the station a couple of times.
AWS operational.
So I'd just like to say thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, sort of. Just a look at that loco. I'll leave you with a couple of photos of what might be appearing in the next video. My next video will be sort of 12 months on YouTube, celebrating 12 months on YouTube. So thanks to everyone that subscribed to me. At the present time I'm hovering about 480. I keep going over 480 subscribers, and then losing about 20. Then I gain them back. So I'm just sort of hovering around 480-ish subscribers at the moment. But thanks very much. It's much appreciated. So if you do like the content of the films I'm making, give me a thumbs up. Always appreciated that. Subscribe to me if you want, if you're not already a subscriber. It's free. And press the little bell to receive all notifications of my videos. There will be one coming up in the next couple of weeks, like I say, and that'll be about 12 months on YouTube and some other little bits that are on the layout that you've not seen before. Things have moved on a little bit more. And here's the sneak preview of what's been going on. So as you can see, I've been building hillsides. Not finished yet. Looks like it's been snowing, I know. And there's also a new building on the layout, and we'll take a closer look at that in the next video. Wonder who that is, standing there in a Stoke City strip. I'm sure he's not really that tall. Okay, that's it. Thanks very much for watching once again, and I'll catch you all again real soon. Just stay safe. Bye now.